big reboot that is happening. It's a movie that was, again, 18 years ago the first one came out. It's a long time ago. The original creators were kicked off after 2. They're back again. So everybody, are you ready for it? Whew. Scary Movie is coming back with the Wayans brothers. Can we talk about that in our reboot of the day? It's time for the reboot of the day, everybody. And yes, Scary Movie is coming back. That's right. The Wayans brothers, Marlon, Sean, and Keenan are back to do one more Scary Movie. They've been signed back to come and bring the brothers back. The triad of destruction that were making the best comedy horror movie spoof that was ever made, I would say, a lot of ways. I think they did the best job. The first couple were hilarious. 3 and 4, they kind of started going downhill. And of course, they had creative differences with the studio, and so they walked away. But now all of them are coming back to write. And they haven't said if they're acting yet, but they have to be. Come on. They have to be acting it because they were a big part of it. Marlon was awesome in it too. I loved him. And they were a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. These movies were great in the 90s. They're reuniting after all these time. Like I said, 18 years. And Queen, you're right. Is anybody really excited about this? That's the question I throw out here now. They want to shoot this next year in 2025 and get this out as soon as possible. And they're super stoked to have this again and have, I don't think they can do the what's up thing anymore. Do you guys think they can do that? Like, think they can do like, what's up? Is that going to still happen? I just don't see it.
That's not relevant.
What's up?
What up?
Hey, what's up? Come on, GR. There we go. Mike?
Was there a hand signal that accompanied this? Like with
what up? I think they were doing this. I don't think that was happening. I don't think that was.
This in 2 weeks.
Yeah. I'll be in Hawaii. Yeah, I'll be in Hawaii.
You know what that is? You know what you say with that, Brian?
Shaka.
Shaka, brother.
But there's other movies like the Conjuring movies have been big since then.
Don't teach him that.
Yeah, that's true. Paranormal Activities
over there.
But there's a whole new generation of horror movies that have come out. Saw movies. I bet they mimic the Saw movies and make fun of those too. There's a lot of different ideas they could actually have in their bank of conceptualized concepts for this, right? If you will. Mike, what do you think, man? Scary Movie, does it work nowadays? Will it be funny? There was some sexual stuff in there too, which was a lot. Like, can they do that same stuff again? And will this be a hit over there for the Wayans brothers?
I think David Banner's going to make me cry if he keeps making comments like that. I think that I don't know, man. It's rough. Around the 2000 era, it's tough going back to watch comedies from that time because, typically, 30% of the things that maybe would have flown at the time or stuff that was edgy at the time isn't necessarily edgy anymore. Is maybe taken in a different tone because we respect the internality of people's experiences these days, which is a good thing, and that's society and humans getting better as a species. Scary movie. A scary movie.
That's so smart.
Right? That might be the smartest response to anything we've ever heard on this show.
Okay, so Scary Movie, though. How do you make a sequel to a parody movie that's already had 3 other sequels? Because it's not like Scary Movie 5. It's Scary Movie 1, 2. But which I guess does work. It works for this reason.
Scream is doing it.
It's not a specific parody. It's a genre parody, right?
True.
So they'll be able to bring in new tropes from the newer horror stuff. They're not just going to be working straight out of Scream and all the previous 20 years of horror movies. They're going to be working on the horror movies that have come in the 20 years since. So yeah, dude, we need more of this shit in the theaters. I want to. We're past the Halloween season, but we need to resurrect Leslie Nielsen out of the grave so we can get Airplane 3 and we can get Secret Agent 2 or Top Secret. That's what I'm thinking of. Lethal Weapon 44 and a quarter.
Leslie Nielsen, anything.
Give me the silly shit. That's what I need. Jonathan, because we're not seeing that, especially in the theatrical format. I don't know. I think this is a financial deal and a Hollywood problem, but I just want goofy comedies, and we're not seeing it.
They're not there anymore. They're not there anymore. But you're right, JR, they're not making them anymore. That's not really a thing that's been happening. But I think this is a good thing. And they were hilarious back in the day. They did a good job with those first two. And there are a lot of different genres they can make fun of. Liam Neeson now is taking over for Leslie now these days. So he like he's doing the new Naked Gun. That's what's happening. So he's taking over in that kind of world. So because he's also said he's in those action movies too because he's getting older.
Your mic's muted.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just not producing sound. I'm not producing sound.
That was a sound WTF right there, wasn't it?
Yeah, soundless.
Yeah.
But now that it's my turn, if I get to say anything,
yeah, get over there, Jonathan. How do you feel about this? Does this work?
Brian picks us.
I think the issue is these scary movie things, like they're not going to be funny like those other films. Nowadays, I think what's funny is what we know, what is in the popular, what do they call that, zeitgeist, like whatever we see, what's in media right now. It's not all movies anymore. It's YouTube videos. It's social media. I hope that Scary Movie, what is this, 4? I hope they
This would be 5 actually. That the reboot would be 5. They did 4 before.
God.
1, 2.
Scary Movie 5. I hope that they showcase something that we've all seen rather than the same horror movies over and over and over again, right? I think Leslie Nielsen, now that's brilliant, but funny doesn't have to mean stupid. And I think we've lost that along the way. It's become stupid is funny is stupid, but smart comedy like Airplane, I'll even go as far back to say The Jerk with Steve Martin, or even some of those Monty Python stuff. The smart humor, I feel like we've lost a lot of that in the mainstream. If this Scary Movie version can remind us of that, I'm in. I don't think it will, but I don't know if the movie theater is the best place for that. I think this is better placed on YouTube.
Well said.
That's
Dave.
interesting. Do you think, though, political correctness killed comedy a long time ago? That has happened, too. I would say that, David Banner, that has happened. We should be able to make jokes about things. That's how it should be. We should be able to laugh about everything.
We can. Saying that political correctness killed comedy is bullshit because consequences are what it's about. Like, you can't say, oh, like, companies don't want to sponsor comedians that say things that people don't want to hear anymore. Like, that's a problem with capitalism. That has nothing, like, if the culture doesn't like it, then you have to be funnier. You have to find out what people think is funny. You can't put this on the audience. That's a ridiculous assertion.
That's a good point.
I'm agreeing, but is that a disagreement with me? Like, am
No, I
I
don't
not
think so.
understanding?
No.
Okay, because
No,
not
Not at all.
with
Sorry.
the,
I saw comments and I got feisty.
But what Jonathan was saying before is fascinating too. It's like the fact they could play off the YouTube world a little bit more. When Beavis and Butthead came back, they used to have music videos, and music videos don't exist anymore like they used to. And so they were making fun of YouTube videos and TikTok videos and like things that were streaming and trending online. And it worked really well for them too. It revitalized the whole franchise, if you will. So maybe that's what they go this route. Could be interesting. I also think there's a lot more content since the last Scary Movie came up they actually had their hands into, which could lead to some fun stuff. They have to have like a bank of jokes based off all of like pop culture and what's happened the past like 18 years, right? They have to.
I think some of the funniest comedy in entertainment, and this is, oh my God, this is just how I feel, okay? Those Family Guy moments where like Peter's trying to put the saran wrap over the dinner, or he's trying to like get rid of the dead frog from the box. Those slice of life, real day-to-day life moments that they just exaggerate and accentuate, but it's actually that way. I think that is the funniest kind of comedy we have right now because we are so accustomed to extreme cases. Look at, and I don't mean this politically, I'm just saying, look at one of the people we have running for president. We are now so accustomed to the extreme that anything that's day to day, we look at differently, which means we now have a new, different, newly realized version of reality. Let's capitalize and comedicize. That's not the right word.
My day
of-
we'd eat the
Make
frog.
fun
We
of
wouldn't wrap
that.
it up.
Let's find new humor in the day to day because it's ready and it's ripe, and we're just looking for brilliant comedians to point it out.
We should be having fun. We should be joking. I mean, life is too short. GR, what were you saying?
I said, in my day, we ate the frog. We didn't wrap it up and try to get rid of it.
That's a good point. So, GR, are you digesting this frog of scary movie? GR, does this make sense to you? Is this something that you could actually swallow easily?
Well, if it's half as good as the first one was, just the first one, not the other three, then I'll love it because they were sarcastic.
What do you mean you ate the frog?
I got my strong arm.
What do you mean you ate the frog,
Yeah.
GR? What does that mean?
Like he can swallow this
Steak and all those
concept.
things. You haven't eaten, and they all taste like chicken anyway. So what's the difference?
Oh my God.
So, GR, do you see, like Jonathan was saying, maybe they do it based off like YouTube people in that world? Or do you see this being, GR, that they could actually look at some other scary movies and kind of, mimic and make fun of those?
I think if you went back to the first one, which was the best of the four, and played off of that type of humor, they'd have a hit.
So do you see this? Do you think it will be a hit though, GR? Is this a world that you think this could succeed? Because you're very reluctant a lot of times to these reboots. So you think this one could work?
Could it? Yes. Will it? We'll find out.
Oh yeah, only a matter of time will tell, GR. That's for sure.
How many
Ron,
have to sit in the chair?
yeah, somebody's got to sit in the chair and make it happen, And the fact, I'm happy the studio's giving them a chance to like revitalize it their way because that doesn't happen all the time. They'd reboot this, they wouldn't go back to the original creators. They would go to like somebody new. You know what I mean? They would have like, I don't know, like they'd be like, okay, let's put Timothy Chalamet in here, and let's get
You mention him every week. Timothy Chalamet, you mentioned every Friday.
I do. I have to because it's true. He's everywhere. He's oversaturating. He's oversaturating the network, Ron. He just is. He's it's like, I mean, like when I see this man and everything he does is like Timothy Chalamet is the solution. I don't think he is. I think he's a great talent. I don't think he's a solution though. You know what I mean? He's not the savior of cinema. He's not the savior of cinema. He's not. But Ron, what do you think? Were you a fan of the scary movies? And do you think by bringing in the OG creators, that's a way to make this successful again?
I got to tell you what, I'm so excited about this for two names, Tori Spelling and Kathleen Robertson, my 90210 girls. So
yeah,
if they do it, I love it. I like what Jonathan said. Now he just liked what I said, but if we were to like incorporate, say, TikTok things, a dance from TikTok, something that's maybe popular at the time or becoming popular, or they change it, they wait till they almost release it and then put that scene in, but start popping into other mediums. Not necessarily just a movie, not necessarily Scream. And I like that idea, popping into other social media and being part of that. That would make it relevant. It was a very funny show. The Wayan brothers are great. I think this could be good. And the fact of jokes and stuff are dumb, I agree with you. I totally agree with anybody that says that. It's the dumbing down of America, and that's what America is appreciating, which is unfortunate because they could be intelligent jokes. They just don't go very far with people.
We're really pushing towards that idiocracy movie sometimes,
Yes,
we really are.
Those types of things, like Will Ferrell, Jim Carrey, I have no.
They're not for you, huh? Really? There's a lot of people that hate. There's a lot of people that hate Jim Carrey. There's a lot of people. You're in that group, huh?
You know what I am, but more so Will Ferrell.
No.
Cannot stand the over the top, just not funny bullshit. And he's not.
So you do not like Step Brothers?
I have a hard time with
Step Brothers would have been my question too, Brian.
Yeah, Step Brothers.
Why would I see it? He's in it.
Ask him about Elf. Ask him about Elf.
Why would I see it?
You've never seen Elf?
No, I don't like him. I'm not gonna.
I know you should. Can Ron? Can I throw something out there though? This holiday season, can we have an Elf showing? You and me in Torbit.
Can we have an Elf showing?
We can do an Elf showing.
Yeah, we're good. We'll do it.
We'll do it. All right. Hell yeah. Ron, applause. Let's
All
just
right,
do
I gotta
it.
buy some tickets to Los Angeles. I'm coming.
They
for
made
this.
a Broadway musical, y'all. They
I-
made it a musical. That's how touching the story is, and how funny it is, and how much money it made.
Yeah.
It's just gonna piss you off, Ron. It's seriously
It
just gonna piss
it
you
might piss him off, but you know what? Honestly, I think that's one of Will Ferrell's best roles. He's not as campy. He's like a child.
The term Will Ferrell and best, I have a problem with.
I get that. If you're not a fan of him, there's a lot of people like my father hates Jim Carrey. Like you said, Jim Carrey. I was thinking of my dad, Dean Kruse. Shout out to Dean Kruse. Round of applause for Dean Kruse.
Yeah, Dean. Yeah, Dean. Dean.
So my dad
Make that
hates
talented kid, Dean. Make that talented
everything.
Kid.
My dad hates all of it. I was the strongest swimmer. My dad hates all of it. And it's like, you know, he was just like so upset. Everything comes, even the drama or the comedy didn't matter what he did. He hated it, you know? And so,
Brian,
like,
you say I was the strongest swimmer like it was a joke, but that has to be literally true for us to all be in the room together right now.
what's that? It's true.
Exactly,
It's true.
Pepe.
Mike, for half a second, I was thinking, oh, I guess Brian was like into doing laps as a kid or whatever.
Right, yeah.
Half a second, and then I realized, oh,
Much
no,
earlier, way before that.
Way before that, you know.
Some of it
Pepe?
did those laps for real.
Maybe they should just let the sleeping dogs lie.
Let him lie.
Yes, Pepe.
Maybe. But no, Ron, you should try. We'll figure it out. Pepe, why don't you? He should say what's up. That's fucking great. But I do think that this is a good concept. I mean, I think that this is a lot of people. Like, I know Queen was like, why would we do this? I think if you're going to reboot something like this, you get the original crew. But I feel, I didn't know. They did them dirty. 2 movies and they kicked them out. They did them dirty. You know, the first 2 were great. The second one was amazing, I think. The second one was really fun with, you know, all of oh my God, being in that house is a kind of like Clue, but also you had like the poltergeist, you had like a bunch of different concepts that worked really well. And the strong arm thing was amazing. We had that little hand in the mashed potatoes. I'll never forget that shit the rest of my life, you know?
Brian, Jonathan has a hand up.
Jonathan, can I, yes? Take it away.
So here's my question, and I'd like to get the opinion of the panel and the chat. Scary Movie, back in its heyday, worked because we all went to the theater or we went to Blockbuster, right? Or 16,000 movies or whatever your video rental store closest to you was.
Mammoth Video.
The Mammoth Video?
Yeah. Remember that?
No, I
He's in
don't.
Michigan, Jonathan.
Family Video.
But I'm just saying, we all had those places and we all have those experiences that are based on those places. What if there's a new iteration it's not Scary Movie, but you can call it whatever you want, where maybe it's even a play on the name of Blockbuster, whatever you want to call it, but we look at the things that in the past couple of years have made us laugh, kind of like what Mike was saying. So we see the Gundam style, and we see all of these viral hits, but we see stories about them, and we don't have to go to the theater to see them. This movie or whatever is available to us through our smart TVs or phones or what have you. I feel like any network that capitalizes on that would make a shit ton of money, especially if they contact some of those people who were viral for that one moment and bring them in to make a story about them. Example, remember the kid that did that whole like chubby black kid moment where he's just kind of like,
We did, Mike.
remember that where he's just kind of looking around? You know what I'm talking about, Mike?
I just think of the dramatic gopher. That's all I got in my head right now.
Fine.
Dun,
Oh,
dun,
it
dun.
sounds like a GIF.
Skip that one. But my question is, why not take some of the meme type videos and the viral videos that we all know and love, build stories around them, make a little anthology kind of thing, and put that out on YouTube. pay-per-view, whatever.
The
I feel like
movie?
we'd sell it.
Meme the movie. Meme the movie.
I feel like-
Sounds
Yes.
like
Yes.
the
Yes.
craziest thing that could possibly exist.
Isn't that what Scary Movie was?
It is.
but
You're
that-
you're 100% right. That's exactly
Yeah.
what it is.
Let's sell what it was. Let's not try to change what it is. Let's sell what it was. And I feel like that could make a shit ton of money.
And
that's
then this movie, might, Jonathan, this movie might tie into those themes, and it might do fantastic, or it'll miss because it's a movie of its times. I think, though, like Ron's excited about it, right, Ron? I think
Yes,
it's to do
sir.
great, Ron.
Yes,
I think it's
sir.
to do great, right?
Tori
You
Spelling,
see
Tori
it?
Spelling.
Well, hopefully, I'm putting it out there now for Ron. Tori Spelling, please come into this movie. Make it happen because
See,
it
it's
doesn't
button
matter.
abuse. You can't deny
Tori
it.
Spelling and
Button
everything.
abuse.
Hey, man. Leave it alone. Leave it right down.
Yes.
Doesn't make me change my mind.
No, it does not.
He wants Tori Spelling or Angela, either one.
Or Courtney Cox. Can Courtney Cox be in this one? Let's do that. Courtney
See, that would
Cox.
be a big
Cox can be
crossover.
in
That would be a
anything
very
she
fun
wants.
crossover.
I think that would be fantastic. It'd be smart and it would make a lot of money, I think.
Yo, player, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Because the Pepestar needs more snickety snacks. Because I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all.